Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk a bit more in depth about Pokemon cards and kind of what to look out for. So how you would know what's a good card, what's just your normal card, and what are the little symbols meaning. And then I've also just made up my own pack here to just show what you can get out of a standard pack you would buy from the shop. So to start with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the three main types of cards, and then I'll just let you know there's also the trainer. So in your normal deck, you would get, or normal set, sorry, that you would get. So you would get a common card, an uncommon card, and a rare card. And you can see how many is in the set. It goes up to 165. Okay, so in those commons, uncommons, and rares, you have this little symbol here, which is a circle, which means common. In the uncommons, it's a little diamond shape, and it's all black. And then the rare, it's an all black star shape. And the reason why I'm pointing out that it's all black, you will see in a moment. Okay, so there's your common with your circle, your uncommon, your diamond, and your rare as a black star. Then you will also get trainer cards. These trainer cards are for when you build an actual deck, or if you actually play the TCG game, the actual trading card game. These can come in commons and uncommons. Okay, so with a set, you have a certain amount of number of cards within that set. So I've just used 151 first to just represent a set. So within them 165, you would get commons, your uncommons, your black star rare, and your trainers. So I can tell you that the amount of Pokemon actually goes up to the number 151, hence the name 151. And then anything above that, so what's 152 to 165, they are the trainer cards within the set. So in the actual set, you will get a reverse holo as well, which I can show you here. Is you see that little pattern around the picture? Means it's a reverse holo. So for every common, for every uncommon, and even if, because you get the holo, so the holo is the picture and the border, you will get a reverse holo, which is, as you can see, this picture is now not shiny. You can just see the little pattern on the words there. And then in your trainers as well, you will get them as a reverse holo. You will then get a few cards that people will call a hit card. So these ones are called EXs. So you get a certain amount of these within the numbered set, and you won't get reverse holo for this. And these ones are represented here by 2 black stars. It means it's a double rare. So you will get, I think there's around, 8 to 10. Depends on how big the set is to how many different cards you would get. But that's, I think, generalized just off the number on top of my head. So that is everything to do with the set and the set number. Then you get extra special cards. So people call them like your secret rares. And they are numbers that are above 165. So as you can see, this Pikachu here is 173 out of 165. So these are the cards that are harder to get. And people call these like obviously your hit cards and the main ones, the ones that you can, are generally worth a bit more money as well. So like your commons, they're worth pennies. Same with your uncommons. Your rares are worth a bit more. It's only typically less than like around 50p. And then trainers, obviously they're only commons and uncommons as well. So they're very, very cheap. Your reverse hollows, because they are a little bit harder to get, very easy still to get in with the amount of packs you might buy. They're worth typically around 20p to maybe £1 or something for like your rares, because obviously rares are a little bit harder. And then your EXs are that little bit harder, and you will typically buy them for, I would say, around £1. And depending on the card, it can go for about £5, maybe £7. Okay, it just depends on what the actual Pokemon it is and what set it is, because each set has a different value to different amount of people. So when we go on to the next thing, your secret rares, so your hit cards, you will see there are now different symbols. So here is a gold star, and that is an illustration rare. So they're a nice picture card. They've got a nice little shine to them. They do look so cute. I do like a few of the illustration rares. Sometimes they can go for a bit more money because of how they are. So in another set called Twilight Masquerade, I think that's the one that's got the Eevee in it, and there's just a load of Eevees in the card, and that one is quite valuable. So sometimes these can be quite valuable, but yeah, these are a bit harder to get. You will need them to complete your set. So if you try to master a set, which is getting every single card in that set, you would obviously need all these. So that is the illustration rare, so the gold star. You would then go next onto your full art. So there typically is the Pokemon with a bold background just to make the Pokemon stand out more. And if you noticed, it is a 2-star and they are silver. These are called ultra rares. So obviously harder to get. They are very, very pretty. It's why I chose the Zapdos, because it really does stand out. And that is how they typically would be. So it would be the Pokemon as the main focal point, with a nice, just plain background to make it stand out. So they are your ultra rares. Then you go on to your secret illustration rares, so your special illustration rares. And if you notice down here, it is a 2-star gold. So so these ones are called obviously your special illustration rares. They tend to have the Pokemon in a magnificent setting in the background, like this one from 151, the Charizard. This is the main card for the set. So you tend to get 1 or 2 cards within a set that are what they call a chase card. So it's the card that everyone wants. It's the card that is typically most valuable in that set. And it is just the most prettiest card within them all. So you will find a lot of people just mainly get packs and stuff to try and get the 2-star golds, your special illustration rares, just for what they are. I also did forget, sometimes they do abbreviate your illustration rares, so your 1-star golds, just to an IR. And then obviously your 2-star golds, your special illustration rares, they typically abbreviate it to SIR. Sorry, I did forget about that. And then we come on to near the end of all the extra cards, and you get gold cards. there is typically very few in a set to collect. I think I know for 151 there's 3, so, and then it can go up to I think about 6 or 7 gold cards, depending on how big the set is, of course. So you typically don't have a lot of gold cards to collect. And if you notice down here, they are a 3-star gold, and they are actually called hyper rares. So obviously, with its actual words being extremely hard to get. So if you pull that one, you are very lucky. And yeah, so as you can see, it's a nice gold standing out background. And this one is the Pokemon, and you get one with the energy types. So you can have it. So in 151, it's Psychic. In, I think it's Obsidian Flame, it's a fire. So yeah, so they're all different ones for all different sets. And also, just to touch upon, you can get your promos, and you will see that they have a black star and they have promo written within that star. I don't think I can, oh, there you go. You can just about make it out on my camera there. So yeah, you obviously would need these to collect your master set, is for all your promos. This is one of the promos for 151. It varies on how many promos you need to collect. You will have them from single blister packs, from 3-pack blister packs, your ETBs, and then other little collection boxes. Sometimes they have them in there. But when you get an ETB, it isn't the 151 one, but I have one just sat here. You get a player's guide, and within that player's guide, you will see all the cards you need to collect and what there is. And like you see it here. Oh, I flicked too many. So for the ETB, this in Surgeon Sparks, it's your Magneton. Then your 3-pack blisters, you got Zapdos and Quagsire. Then your single blisters, you've got a Wooper and Perishu. And then you need the build and battle stadiums or build and battle boxes to get these 4 promos. They are very random. You don't know what they are inside. It is just a hit and miss if you can get them lucky in one hit, or maybe you get more and it takes you a bit longer to get them. But yes, you've got Indeedee, Magneton, Chimpao, and Gouging Fire in obviously Surgeon Sparks. But now with the newer sets, so I can't remember which one it started from. I think it was Stellar Crown it started. So this is a Stellar Crown thing. Is called an A-Spec. So this is another hit card that some people now class as hit cards because you need it for the trading game. They're introducing this now into the trading games. You can only get one, so you can't get a reverse holo of these ones, and they are typically, you would know what they are because they're nice and bright pink, but also at the bottom you have a pink star, and that's what tells you that it's an A-Spec rare card. So yeah, that's just a little bit about each of the symbols in the in all of the cards, so you know which ones are good cards, which ones are your common cards, and which is easier to get. So I will quickly go through a pack. So when you typically buy a pack, obviously you would open it, it wouldn't be open, and you would find, so at the front you will have 7 cards that would either be a common or an uncommon card. So there you've got an uncommon, uncommon, rare, common, 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 and now you've got the 2 reverse holos. So since Scarlet and Violet has been out, the whole Scarlet and Violet era, you have 2 reverse holos and 1 holo. So as you can see here, 2 reverse holos, a Raichu and a Nidoqueen, and our holo there is a Flareon. If you were to get a hit card, so something from an EX into your Secret Illustrations, into your Ace Spec, and then now since Prismatic Evolutions has been out, you can get Pokeballs and Master Balls. It would be in one of these 3 places. So you can get 1, you can get 2, and you can get all 3 if you're very lucky as a hit card. But yeah, so typically if you get standard 1, so you would either just get 1 reverse holo and 1 holo and then the hit card. You then could get 2 reverse holos and a hit card instead of a holo. So yeah, there's lots of different variations that can be within the pack. But yeah, so that's your typical pack would look like. Oh yeah, sorry, and you would get a energy card, and you'd get an energy card like this, and then you would get a code card on the back as well. So that would be your typical pack. So I hope this can help some of you out. Obviously, I am happy to answer any questions. If there's anything else you'd like to ask me or for me to make another video on, I'm more than happy to. But yeah, so that's just a little about how the packs are and what the symbols mean within the Pokemon cards. And yeah, so hopefully this can help, and you are more than welcome to contact me if I can help any more. I hope to speak to you all soon, and I hope you have an amazing day, and see you later. See you on the next one. Bye.